everyone, and welcome back to Wonderland Explorers.
Today we are here at Hollywood Studios. Yeah. We are so excited to come here. We've been trying to get into this place for months, and today's the day we have done it.
Yeah, we are going to the Sci-Fi Drive-In Theater Restaurant. How awesome is that? Like, this very well might be, maybe, the most difficult place to get a dining reservation in all of Disney property. Oh my gosh, like I see Homecoming pop up more. I mean, I see so many restaurants. Sci-Fi, it is like next to impossible.
Yeah, I mean, there's been times where we like don't think about it, but then we're like, oh man, we live here, so we're gonna try this out.
Yeah.
And ever since we moved here, we haven't been able to get in. And I'm like, every time I'm like, I've never tried that. I'd like to try. And he's like, it's so fun. So this is the day.
This is the day.
Can't wait to share this experience with you. So come along with us as we explore.
So Sci-Fi Dine-In is a really, really fun themed restaurant right here in between Baseline and the ABC Commissary. And they're open from 10:30 a.m. till park close every single day. They have lunch, they have dinner. I have to say, if you really want something that's kind of like a unique, different sort of dining experience here at Disney, the drive-in's pretty cool. Like, the last time I was here, I would think I was like a little kid. So this is gonna be really fun to kind of revisit memory lane, get some really good cheeseburgers, maybe even a milkshake. I don't know, but we have to go get checked in.
So it's gonna get a little dark in there because that is the theming of this restaurant, right? A drive-in theater. You're in your classic cars, you're watching the big screen, and then you're gonna eat your delicious dinner or lunch or whatever you're coming here for. So just like the classic drive-in movies, you have your onion rings, your fried pickles, your burgers, and your milkshakes. I'm so excited. Now, I know a lot of you also ask about like plant-based options. They do have that as well. So if you still like craving that burger, they have the Impossible Burger, which we have tried that throughout Disney, and it actually is quite good. They also have like some salads and then some plant-based appetizers as well. So I cannot wait to go in here and try out a delicious cheeseburger, maybe even the milkshake. I think that's all I'm gonna have room for, but we'll see if we can squeeze in an appetizer too. We made it. We traveled back in time to the 1950s. And my, is it not cool in here or what?
So far, I think we're really loving our seat. So we're in the back of this, like, it looks like a 1955 Chevy Bel Air. We're in the back seat. Now we got
Hitchhiked.
Be careful. All the paint colors on the cars too, they're like turquoise or that teal color, that really 50s blue and like a coral. It's so pretty. Like, I'm really loving this. And then it has like the soundstage feel, so you still kind of get this in the movie sort of vibe. Like as you're walking in, it looks like you're kind of coming up on a set. Like, it's just so cool. Like, this whole place is so dimensional in design. Love it. Love it so far. So they're definitely heavy on the burgers here. That's what I would say. Probably stick with the burgers. Like, I was looking at the menu and they had some pasta options too. But I think we're just gonna go with some classic all-American burgers. I know, Shanae, I think you're gonna go with the all-American burger, right?
I did.
Yeah. Me, I want to try just because we want to show you a couple different options. Like, they have they used to call it the Sci-Fi Specialty Burger, but now they're calling it the Feature Film Burger. And I guess it's like a special, sometimes rotating burger, but right now they describe it as a pork burger. I've never had that. It kind of sounds interesting. So it's a pork burger with pork belly, which is like bacon, right? I mean, it's like souped up bacon. And then it has like cabbage on there, like rainbow cabbage and Vermont cheddar cheese and like a specialty barbecue sauce. I don't know, it sounds kind of interesting. So I had to try it. And then we're gonna sample like the French fries and then also the onion rings. So it'll just be kind of fun. We'll try to get a little bit of everything. What I think is so much fun is that while you're sitting here, you can watch these actual like newsreels and movie clips and advertisements, all from the 50s and 60s. So you don't see any actual like Disney cartoons or Disney live action films while you're here, just as a point of reference in case you guys were curious. But all this old stuff is just so like, it's just so neat to see. I love this kind of stuff, but and it's like some of it's kind of little like fun and sci-fi themed and like space themed, and then they have like classic horror stuff. Like you'll see some like monsters and whatnot. Like it's just really family fun. Like you can't beat this.
Okay, so when you come in here, you'll see the prices of these burgers are a little bit more expensive than like out in the park. And this is why, because they actually are grilled burgers. They're huge, they're thick. Ooh, look at that juicy goodness. And then you have the big thick cup fries as well.
So I went with the feature film burger, and this one has pork belly on it. It's got the pork patty, Vermont cheddar, a mustard barbecue. I think this is going to be really yummy. I'm hoping so. Fingers crossed. All right. Oh, yeah. Definitely on the leaner side. Let's see that. All right, let's try this. Wow. That has tons of flavor. It's a little spicy. I like the pork. It almost has like a slightly sausage taste to it. This is really good. And it's got like a little blackened taste though. I like this. I think for the money, it's been worth it so far. Very good. I'd give this like a 4 out of 5. Let's try out these fries. Seasoned salt, crisp, good steak fry. Solid 4 out of 5. This is really good. I like this.
I like my burgers a little bit well, but they do ask you how you like it. And I think this is absolutely delicious. It's big, it's juicy, the melty cheese, the bacon, the crunch of the lettuce and the onions on there. It's so good. 5 out of 5. Alright, so in my order, I went with the onion rings instead of the french fries. He said it was like a few dollars more, so we get to try a little bit of both. Those are very good as well. They're small. They're not very big on the rings. They're crispy. Yes, overall, I would give this like a 5 out of 5. I'm really loving it. All right, Kyle.
Yes. Caught me.
You're halfway through your meal.
I am halfway, yes.
So, opinion's still the same.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. It's very filling. Like, we came here for lunch and we were talking about that. Like, I just tended to notice, like, we typically could eat, like, a little bit more around dinner than for lunch. So I think, like, if you wanted to make this, like, your lunch-dinner combo sort of thing, this is a great place. All right, Shanae.
Yes.
Mid-dining experience review. What do you think?
I still like mine. It's very much delicious. They're very filling, though, especially at, like, lunchtime. This is a lot to go in. But we got to try both, so if you're like, do I do team french fry or team onion ring? I'm gonna have to say on this one, I wouldn't do the onion rings. I love these things. These, I mean, I like fries too, but try the onion rings or get a little bit of both. Maybe one get fries, one get onion rings like we did, and then you can try both.
For dessert, we decided to go with a hot fudge sundae. It goes hand in hand with a drive-in diner experience, right? You got cheeseburgers, hot fudge sundaes. It looks amazing. I'm excited to try this. We kept it simple. Got the hot fudge, vanilla ice cream. They even gave us 2 cherries, which I thought was sweet. Let's try it out. It's a very delicious sundae. I think if you like beaches and cream, you'll definitely enjoy this one. Very good. 5 out of 5 on the sundae, for sure.
The cold ice cream. It's rich, it's creamy. It's like a soft serve one with the hot chocolate. It's warm. Ugh, can't beat it. So good. 5 on this little sundae.
So I think our eyes are still adjusting coming out of the drive-in. It is dark in there, that's a thing.
It is dark, but I like the scenery, how they set it up with the stars and the cars and the little tail lights.
Yeah.
It is definitely a fun environment, that's for sure.
Yeah. So I think like walking out of there, the takeaways that I'd probably say was that I think the food is good. You can get cheeseburgers in a lot of places across Disney, but I think you go there for kind of the experience. So overall, I'd probably give this place like a 3 or 4 out of 5. But I think overall, like I just really enjoyed the dining experience. I can't say that enough. So
Yeah.
I would probably suggest checking it out if you have kids or if you kind of want to relive some nostalgic moments from your past, going to a drive-in. Just kind of that 50s, 60s theme is really, really fun.
Yeah, I think some things to keep in mind is if you have a party that's more than 6 or like an odd number,
Yeah.
there's 6 in a car and they seat 2 per seat.
Yeah.
So just keep that in mind too if somebody has to sit on their own or like they may be moved to another car.
Yeah, and they may not necessarily be in a
Beside
car
you.
right next to you. Like we
Yeah.
noticed that going on too.
Yeah, because we had a family in front of us. It was 4. I think they had like 8 or 9 or something. So
Yeah.
like 4 was over here, and then the rest of the party was like 3 cars away. And they kind of kept getting up and like talking to each other. We don't mind it, but if you wanted to all be together, that's just something to keep in your brain. But
Yeah.
we looked at the families. Everybody in there was having a great time. It's really quiet compared to
Yeah.
like most Disney restaurants because everybody's
Yeah.
just like taking in all the aesthetics and then the movies.
The plexiglass kind of made it hard to hear the film a little bit. So as
Yeah.
you're watching it, that was just something to consider too. And then like 2 other things, I would say like if you came here with a family, it's not like a great family restaurant because you are sitting in those rows, so you can't really like talk. Maybe that's a good thing. I don't know. It depends on where you're at with your vacation.
Maybe you need a break.
Yeah, you may want that. But still, I mean, it's just something to consider. And then also like the cars are really like tight. So it's kind of hard to like get in and out of those seats. They do have like tables in the back where you can like sit, and they're much more open and easy to get in and out of. So like I mean, for one reason or another, if booths are kind of hard, it's just ask for like a table instead.
Yeah.
Well, everyone, I think that does it from a very fun afternoon here at Disney's Hollywood Studios.
Yes, we hope you guys enjoyed seeing some of the sci-fi, what they have to offer, and I hope you guys get to enjoy it yourselves in person.
Yeah, it sure was a lot of fun. Hope you guys liked it. If you did, hit the like and subscribe button. And as always, until next time, friends, bye! Hey, Shanae,
Yeah.
what kind of car do you drive in the fall?
What kind of car?
An automobile.